This is Brad. Brad is a psycholinguist. He studies how language works in our brains. Specifically, Brad studies lexical access, which is the study of how we understand words and how they are represented in our brains. If you've ever tried to define a word, you can guess just how hard Brad's job is. It's actually kind of complicated. Is a word its written or orthographic form? Is a word the individual sounds that compose it? Is a word the object that it refers to, or the way we think about that object? Knowing a word really requires all of that knowledge, right? Psycholinguists like Brad hypothesize that we do need all of that information to know a word. See, looking up a word in your brain isn't quite like looking up a word in the dictionary. If it were, every time you flip to an entry for a word, you would know its meaning, its form, and its sound equally quickly. But as Brad knows, this just isn't true. He knows that words may be recalled at different speeds if they are similar in meaning, written form, or how they sound. So, to find a word, it's like you need multiple different dictionaries inside of your brain. One for meaning, one for sound, and one for the word's written form. This would imply that if one of the dictionaries is already open to the same page, or a page that is close to the one that you're looking for, you will be faster overall at finding the word you need. If everything is closed, or you're on a random page of a dictionary, you won't be any faster. And this is what linguists actually find. Words with similar meanings get recalled faster when one prompts the other, and so do words with similar form. Psycholinguists like Brad made this fancy diagram to try to demonstrate this point. Representations of meaning, written form, and sound are separate, but still connected. But what if you're bilingual? Will you have separate sets of representations in your head for each language you know? Or one set of representations to describe all languages? There are two types of words that can help Brad test this. Cognates are words that are related in two different languages because they share the same or a similar sound, written form, and meaning. Interlingual homophones or homographs are words that have the same or a similar sound or written form, but a different meaning. If languages are represented separately in the brain, then the dictionary sets shouldn't affect each other. It's recall speed. They will involve looking in a totally different dictionary set every time. If they are in the same dictionaries, however, these words should affect each other's recall speeds because all known words would be divided into the meaning, sound, and written form categories, and not by language. So, do the words affect each other or not? Let's put this to the test. It turns out they do. Linguists like Brad have found that cognates get recalled quicker following other cognates. This is called the cognate facilitation effect. For example, the word cat in English will make you remember faster that the German word Katze has the same meaning because they sound similar. It's like cat and Katze are on the same page of the dictionary for written form or sounds, and the reader only has to look down to check that the meaning of these sounds is cat. However, if you know that in French, coin or coin refers to a corner, it will take you longer to remember that the English word coin refers to a piece of money and not to a corner. You may go searching through your sound dictionary using coin first because you know that it can mean corner. Only when you realize that you get to the wrong meaning in English will you go looking through the meaning dictionary instead to find the corresponding form for corner. This extra searching, called interference, is found with interlingual homophones and takes up more of your time because the information isn't stored in the same place. The fact that cognates and interlingual homophones affect word recall of bilinguals and multilinguals all of the time indicates that languages are not represented separately in the brain. This points to just one representation of language that encompasses all knowledge of words that make up different languages. The idea that languages' words are represented together in the brain is called non-selective lexical access, because there are no mechanisms that make you select a specific language when you recognize a certain word. This means that we kind of think in all the languages that we know, all of the time. To sum it all up, we have discovered that words are not separated in the brain by language, rather they are separated by different categories such as sound, meaning, and written form. You use all of your language knowledge every time you talk. Pretty cool, right? If this video has left you wondering more about the brain and language, please leave your questions below, like and subscribe to let me know that I should make more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching!